You feel it, don't you? That restless, nagging emptiness that hits you in the middle of the night when the world is silent and the shadows feel a little too heavy. It's the feeling that you are drifting through a life that was never actually meant for you, stuck in a loop of meaningless tasks and shallow distractions. You aren't living your main arc. You're just a background character in someone else's story, watching the world move on while you wait for a destiny that never arrives. It's time to stop pretending that this is enough, because it's not. This isn't just a mental struggle. It is a biological crisis. Your body was built for the hunt, for the struggle, and for the absolute necessity of survival and dominance. When you lose your sense of purpose, when you stop pursuing greatness, your internal chemistry begins to stagnate. Your testosterone, your drive, that raw, primal energy that should be fueling your every move, starts to drain away. You become lethargic, soft and compliant, losing the very edge that makes a man truly alive. We have been lied to about what money actually is. They tell you it's about greed, about vanity, or about buying things you don't need to impress people you don't even like. But that is a low-level, civilian perspective. Real wealth is not about the objects you possess. It is about the agency you command. Money is the modern manifestation of resource acquisition, the fuel that allows you protect, to build, and to dictate the terms of your own existence in a world that is constantly trying to control you. The greatest enemy you will ever face isn't the economy or your competition. It's the scarcity mindset lurking in your own brain. It's that quiet, poisonous voice that tells you there isn't enough to go around, that you should be grateful for the scraps, and that dreaming big is a dangerous game. This mindset is a parasite, a mental limiter that keeps your power suppressed. It kills your ambition before it can even breathe, forcing you to play small in a world that only rewards those who dare to take everything. Every great transformation begins with the training arc. It's the part of the story that nobody wants to see on screen because it's boring, it's repetitive, and it's incredibly lonely. It's the early mornings when your body screams for sleep, the late nights when your mind is fried, and the relentless, crushing weight of incremental progress. You have to fall in love with the grind, because the grind is where the real evolution happens. You don't power up during the celebration. You power up in the darkness, when no one is watching. You need to view every obstacle not as a wall, but as a weight meant to be lifted. Every setback, every failure, and every moment where you feel like hitting a ceiling is actually an opportunity to trigger a massive breakthrough. In the anime of your life, this is the moment where the music swells and the limiter finally breaks. You are being tested to see if you are actually worthy of the power you are asking for. If you can't handle the resistance, you will never be able to handle the victory. The shift happens the moment you stop asking for permission and start taking absolute responsibility. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the sole architect of your reality. This is when your mindset undergoes a complete, fundamental rewiring. You realize that the world doesn't owe you anything, but it is willing to bend to your will if you possess enough discipline, enough hunger, and enough sheer, unadulterated resolve. The protagonist doesn't wait for things to happen. He makes them happen. As your resources grow and your competence increases, so does your presence. It becomes an aura, a subtle shift in the way you carry yourself and the way the world responds to your command. It's the quiet confidence of a man who has conquered his own impulses and mastered his environment. People can sense it. They can feel the weight of your intent and the depth of your capability. You no longer walk into a room hoping to be accepted. You walk into a room knowing exactly what you bring to the table. This transformation is permanent. Once you have tasted the sensation of true competence, Once you have felt the surge of real, tangible success, you can never go back to being the person you were. You cannot return to the comfort of mediocrity once you have seen the view from the summit. The fire that you are igniting right now won't just change your bank account. It will change your very essence, forging a version of you that is sharper, faster, and more formidable than you ever thought possible. Discipline is the alchemy that turns raw potential into actual, usable power. Most people think motivation is the key, but motivation is a fickle, fleeting emotion that disappears the moment things get hard. Motivation is for the amateurs. Discipline is for the warriors. It is the ability to command yourself when your feelings are screaming at you to quit. It is the bridge between the man you are today and the legend you are destined to become. Without it, your dreams are just hallucinations. With it, they become inevitable. Think beyond the immediate gratification of a single win. Think about the legacy you are carving into the fabric of time. A man who masters his mindset and his wealth isn't just building a life. He is building an empire. He is creating a foundation that will stand long after his physical form is gone. Every hour of work, every ounce of sweat, and every calculated risk is a brick in that empire. You are not just surviving. You are constructing a monument to your own willpower. So, look at your life right now. Is this really the peak of your potential? Or is this just the beginning of the climb? The decision to step into your main arc starts with a single, violent rejection of your current state. Reject the comfort. Reject the excuses. Reject the person you've become just to stay safe. The training starts now. The hunt begins now. It's time to break your limiter and finally show the world who you were always meant to be. If you're ready to reclaim your edge, like and subscribe to fuel your rise, then watch this next video to complete your transformation.